I am here at the fabulous Logos Prep. Now, I have a lot of clients who reach out to me asking about schools in the area. And while public schools are a great option for some families, but we have private schools here too. And I really wanted to start with my beloved Logos Prep. I can say firsthand that I know how amazing this school is, and I do talk it up whenever chance I get. But you don't want to hear from me. You need to hear from them. So this is Tammy McIlvoy. She and her husband Randy McIlvoy, who you see on Channel 2 Sports, and other families were the founding families of Logos. Miss McIlvoy, I know that you are doing so many great things here. What are some things that you think people should know about that's going on here at Logos?
Yeah, well, we're in a very exciting time in school history.
We've
been celebrating our 20th school year this year, and so we've had just one grand party all year long.
Oh my gosh! Right? Oh, that makes me feel old. But I'm still so young. Keep going. I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. But in that, we're preparing. We've been in leased space all of that time. So we are preparing to build our permanent campus right in the middle of Sugar Land on Brook Street. We've purchased 24 acres, just nestled between two churches. And so we expect to move into our new campus August 2027.
Okay.
And I think, there are obviously so many great things happening at Logos. That is clearly...
That is a big one.
Yeah.
And I know that's a big one everybody's talking about, for sure, because I know that's been a goal from like day one.
Absolutely. God has been growing us out of our space and reminding us that it's time to do it.
How would you describe the culture and the environment here at Logos?
Yeah. So we're a very connected school. Community is one of our core values.
Yes.
We have a culture of belonging, a culture of knowing one another. Often with our students, one of the phrases we use all the time is know them by name and know them by need.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so we want each student to be known here, but also in their homes. So something unique to Logos, I think, is the way that we reach into the home and bring the parents into the education picture, really for the purpose of facilitating these deep relationships in the home that allow parents to invest in kids in the way that they're intended to.
What are some programs or initiatives that you offer here?
Yeah, so we are a complete K-12 school. We have everything from your chess club robotics to all the athletics. If it is
cheerleading,
I couldn't name them all, to be honest.
I know you can. I know you can.
We our spirit squads are cheer, drill, drumline. We have just outstanding athletes who we want them to not necessarily. We want them to play to win. However, we want them to go forth with excellence and do their very best every time they go out on the field and represent the Lord well. And so I think we see that. We see that in the results. So
I agree.
They are doing an outstanding job. This year we got moved into TAPS 5A, or actually last year.
Oh, wow.
Which has been a little bit, it's a new challenge.
It is.
Athletes have really risen to that. And the girls still won state. And so it's been a fun time. Our strategic initiatives right now really are all geared toward being able to scale the preciousness of what we have as we move into the new building, scale and guard that. Just making sure that we continue to have the highest level of educator in our classrooms that love the Lord first, then love the students, have a passion for what they're teaching and a gift of teaching that subject. So these things that are so critical to who we are now, actually we're focusing on doubling down on all of that as we're anticipating the season of growth coming up and wanting to make sure we keep that well captured. So it's not so much that we're wanting to add a bunch of programs or new initiatives.
I love that.
Just kind of really make sure that we remain who we are.
I love that. And so Logos is a very different structured private school.
Yes.
Explain to them how y'all are so different with your structure.
Yeah, that's great. So we're a university model school, And what that means is we have a complete school program, K through 12, but it's within a different, as you know, framework in terms of schedule. Our younger students are on campus with us typically Tuesday and Thursday. Our kinders come at an extra half day in what we call their central classroom. This is when an excellent teacher such as Amanda will present all of their concepts and teach them all of their content matter. And then they spend the rest of the days in their satellite classroom doing very specific work to work out that learning and secure that learning and prepare to move on. As they get older, they spend more days in the central classroom. So when we're in the new building, the central classroom will start in 6th grade, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. By the time they're in high school, really specifically driving, it's just like university.
How do you support students socially and emotionally here and spiritually?
Yeah.
Because this place is different.
Well, I think the fact that we have the strength of our faith and the Word of God allows us to focus on their social and emotional needs in a very informed way, right? We
a very purposeful way.
Yeah. So, for example, if you're learning about social and emotional needs, typically they would talk about meditation, right? That's something that all schools are teaching. But we have that secret, right? What are you to meditate on? The things of God, that which is lovely, that which is pure, that which is joyful, right? These are the things that they're to meditate on. So we're gonna take those concepts and we're gonna apply scripture to them. And with that, as I've already mentioned, knowing the child well and making sure they're known within their home goes a really long way.
What would you want a family who is considering to bring their children here, what would you want them to know?
Yeah, that's a great question. We would want them to actually obviously understand the model, we believe that there is a golden partnership that's required for success, and that is a partnership between family, church, and home. And so we ask all of our families to be fully committed to that partnership. In Ecclesiastes, we hear that one, it may be overcome, right? So it's talking about a cord with strands, right? So one strand may break. So we know that a family doing everything they know how to do all by themselves may be overcome, right?
Yeah.
Two, have a chance. So a family joined to a good, strong Christian church, now we got a chance. But when you bring in that third strand, which is what we want to be, that a cord of three strands is not easily broken.
Yeah.
And so for our families, what we really want to impress before they come in upon them is that partnership is critical to success here.
And rare.
Yes. So in order to be successful here, in order to take advantage of all the wonderful things that we have, families have to be sold out to that partnership.
Now, I know that this has been your baby for a long time. What made you want to, and these founding families want to start Logos? What sparked that?
Well, there are 4 founding families, and we all had kind of a different backstory. Ours, and one other founding family, we moved here from Arlington, Texas, where the first university model school opened 35 years ago.
Yes.
And we had both been there, and when we came here at the time, there were no other university model schools in the Houston area. And that's what we wanted for our children. So that was our motivation. And God was just, it seemed like an impossible task, but God allowed us to have partners in the process.
What do you love most? Because you are the head of school.
I am the head of school, yeah.
So what is it that you love about your job the most?
Yeah, oh wow. Well, it's something different every day, right? I mean, it's no day is the same as the day before, but I think that just the ability not just to interacting with students is obviously so life-giving. And,
it is.
And getting to, being the head of school, I get to interact with kindergartners through 12th grade, but also to be able to be in a position to spend time with parents and, just that the people, that's what gets me most excited, right? Those relationships with teachers and staff members and just getting to be in fellowship with people who love the Lord. And
beautiful way to say that. What is one thing, this is my last question, what is one thing people might be surprised to learn about your school?
Yeah. Well, I knew you were going to ask ask this.
Okay.
And so I asked one of the kids, because I was like, I wonder. She had such a great answer. She goes, I think people think of us as such an academic school, which we are. You know that we have really high academic standards and results.
Very rigorous.
She goes, I don't think that they know that's not our number one goal. And so, and she's right.
And see how awesome the kids are here?
Yes. It was such a great answer because, yes, we want them to achieve their highest level of academic excellence, because the word tells us to, work as unto the Lord, right? And not unto men. But we want them to live in sweet community with one another and in relationship with the Lord. And so we talk about touching them in their head, hearts, and habits. And so I think what people look at us and they think, oh, this is an academic school, and it is. But first and foremost, we're really interested in the hearts of these kids and who they're in relationship with.
So if you're thinking about moving into this area and you're thinking that private school might be the right spot for you, you most certainly need to come check out Logos. Ms. McIlvoy will be happy to answer any of your questions. The staff is fabulous, and they are happy to address anything as well. Thank you so much. I have loved seeing you again.
It's been such a treat.
It's a place in my heart. Until next time, I will see you at the next school.